Hey everybody, I'm Melody Blue. Welcome back to my channel. Uh, Today we're gonna do a fade like this. Uh, and so I'm gonna explain and show as I go. We're gonna do one little area. Now, you want to use your lightest color first. Now, why is that important? It's important because when you're doing a fade, if you use your darker color first, you can't, if you change your mind about it, you can't go and do anything about it. It's there, and there's nothing you can do except go with a darker color, and that may not be the right choice for you. So, like I said, I'm only going to do, and this is another thing. I have had a lot of people tell me they want to color this page or a different page but in the same book. If a page intimidates you, do what I'm doing here. Just color, like, get you some washi tape or just take a pencil and lightly just do one little square at a time. Don't think about doing all of it. Just think one little flower or one little leaf at a time. And that helps, especially if you're intimidated by the page. Okay, all you gotta do is just one little, like I'm doing here, just one little spot at a time. I'm not thinking about doing all the way around. Right now, I'm just thinking about this one spot. And see how I'm fading in? This is a little bit darker than my other one. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to come in with this purple. And I'm going to very lightly, and I mean lightly, go in up to your edge, because that's where you want it to be the darkest. And just don't go too crazy with it. You just want it on the edge. Then you come back with your lighter color, and you're just going to go over it. Now at this point in time, if you went light, like I told you, and you don't like this dark color, you could probably go with another color at this point. Like, you could go over it with this color right here and pretty much tone it down. But you gotta just go lightly, very lightly. And then if you're satisfied with your darkest color, you can keep going. But don't mash hard. You gotta stay light with this. And I don't want you cross-hatching either, because that's going to leave marks in your fade that you don't want. So I just use the small circular scribe method like Chris Chang uses. And I just gently go along. And in some of the spaces it's going to be darker all inside. So this is how I do it. Now, I've seen some people, but they're more experienced people. They will go in with the dark color first. You see, I'm going back to the lightest color now. They will go with the darkest color first and blend that outwards. I don't like to teach people that way, simply for what I said about once you go back, once you do it, you can't, there's no coming back. So, now you see how that's making we got a nice light spot, and we fade into the darker color. And I always go around my objects like that because it is kind of a shadow, and it will be darker there. And just very lightly, just keep a light pressure on it. You still don't want to go whole hog, because I'm still at a point where if you want something else, you could change it at this point. But there's going to come a point where you won't be able to. This is my lightest color, coming back in with it. I'm using the Color and the pastels because I didn't have enough pastel color in this, and everything's bright and bold, so I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to get some pastel in there, and I couldn't make up my mind whether to do pink or purple, and thanks to Crystal's coloring, she come up with the idea, fading purple to pink, and that's what I decided on doing. I sure appreciate you guys very much for all the support and everything that you've given me this past year, and you guys mean a lot to me. You're my world. You're the reason I'm even doing this. And well, I started doing it as part of my therapy, and I thought, well, I'll record my progress, and so then it turned out like this. But that's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm very happy with that. So, what you do here is you continue with your lightest, then go out a little further with your darker pink. But make sure you leave that middle part light. That's how you get the fade. And you keep doing that till you get it the color you want. And then you're through for that little section. And I want to teach you, don't let it overwhelm you. Just do it little bits at a time, and it won't be so overwhelming and intimidating. So guys, that's all I've got for today. The weather here has been crazy. It's just nuts. And so I really had, with electric kicking on and off, every time the wind blows here, it does that. But I just couldn't get, every time I'd sit down to start, well, the lights would kick off. So I waited till everything moved out, and I wanted to show y'all about this fade and why I don't do dark out to light. I do light in the dark. And that's because, and still at this point, if I wanted to change that purple to a different purple, I could. So just keep doing light layers, and if you're satisfied with everything, you just keep going till it's done, and when you think it's done, and keep your middle part lighter than the whole thing. So, guys, I'm going to tell you I love you very much. And thank you for subscribing. And thank you for everything. Um, y'all make my life worth living. You just don't know. So, till next time, peace out. Bye.